So to begin here on IncFile, we will click on the Start My Business button here. Start your business with confidence. So we're going to choose our entity type, which will be an LLC. And of course, this may be different for you in your particular situation. Some people have been told that they should start an S corporation, or maybe you're interested in starting a nonprofit C corporation. For me personally, I am going to begin with an LLC. Yes, I'm aware of the benefits of a S corporation, and that is something that I will consider in another year or 2 or 3 years. But right now, we're just going to do the LLC route. You're going to select your state of formation. Now, there are benefits, or people are told, or I've been told and I've heard there are benefits to starting your state in a few particular states that offer a few benefits, but I'm going to keep it to my state where I actually am, because I think that will make it easier, which is here in Massachusetts. Now, they have 3 different plans here on their website that are showing up, and if you are, as I like to say, balling on a budget, which even though I'm eating comfortably, I'm still on a budget. So I'm not balling, but I'm still on a budget part. But, when I say balling on a budget, I mean, you're cash is tight and you are really grinding and every dollar counts. Well, in that particular situation, you might consider the silver package. And as you can see, the silver package is $0. However, in my particular situation, I'm going to go with the gold package, which is their most popular package. And it costs $149 for the gold package. They also have the platinum package, which is $299. The Massachusetts state fee, which as you can see is what your selected state charges to file a new business entity. This amount is passed through and goes 100% directly to the Secretary of State. IncFile does not keep any part of this fee. And that's why you see the same fee when it comes to the state fee in all 3 packages. And it's only the package fee that you are really paying to IncFile. So, as I mentioned, I believe Gold File is the package that I am going to move forward with. It does seem to align with my needs based on the research I have done. But it's good. Okay, we can actually see right here a look at the 3 different packages that they offer, which is the silver, the gold, and platinum. And some of these things, I don't want to take anything away from IncFile. I certainly don't want to discourage you guys from getting certain packages, or I don't want to lead you anywhere. I'm just trying to share the facts with you. And as you can see, they have 3 different plans, and under the gold and platinum plan, the employer identification number, a tax ID number, which is essentially what you will need to start your business bank account, is actually free under the gold and platinum plans. Under the silver plan, which is their free plan, they will charge you $70. Now, again, I don't want to discourage any of you from moving forward with IncFile or any other business formation platform. Any other companies out there, LegalZoom or Zen Business, Active Filings. There's a few others. However, you can technically get your employer identification number for free. This is not something that you will have to pay for. And I'm glad I'm actually looking at all of this and seeing how much they charge for individual services, and seeing that you can actually buy all of these separately like this, because as I'm thinking about it, at one point I was like, well, maybe I'll go the platinum route. But now I'm thinking, no, I'll definitely stick with the gold. And despite telling you guys this, that I can do this on my own. I actually did get my EIN for my DBA as a self-employed individual. I did this on my own, but yet I'm still considering the gold plan, because along with having the EIN, and it's something that they'll do for me, something I won't have to do. But I believe I do have a video that will walk you through the steps on getting your EIN number on your own, so you don't have to pay the $70 fee. Or if you don't want to go, if you don't decide to move forward with the gold to platinum route, you can get it on your own for free. And I will include a link. Hopefully, if this is here on YouTube, there should be a little link up here above my head, or excuse me, not above my head, but in the top right hand corner, or I'll try to add a link in the description area for you guys, so you can watch that video and get your EIN, your employer identification number, your tax ID for free, instead of paying them $70 or having to get one of the other two packages. But again, they will do it for you. So if you do have the money and you don't want to have to go through those steps yourself, you can hire them for that, for this one thing alone. But again, looking at the gold plan, which is what I'm considering, they also provide a operating agreement. And as you can see here, this is an agreement for a limited liability company as a private agreement between the members, the owners of the LLC, and it details the ownership rights and responsibilities of the LLC members. The operating agreement we provide for your use covers all of the most commonly used provisions and will be customized based on your specific company information provided during the placing of your order. Perhaps the most important document for an LLC, this is where you will put in stone your LLC's rules and structure that will create a framework for your entire business. And oftentimes, for example, you will have a member managed LLC. But something you might want to consider is having a manager managed LLC. And I believe that's where something like the operating agreement will come into the picture and help you with structuring. They sell this alone, standalone product, for $40. So if you get the free plan, you can get it under that plan for an additional $40. However, if you get the gold plan, it's part of it for free, as well as the platinum plan. Then you have banking resolution, which I would have thought the banking resolution was pretty much straightforward if you have a EIN. But as you can see, it says the banking resolution is a resolution which may be adopted by the members to authorize the opening of a bank account, and it also designates who has signature authority of the bank account. So I believe between the operating agreement and the EIN, I think you don't really technically need this. However, as it says why you need it, the document will authorize the opening of a bank account and designate who has signature. Yeah, I mean, if you go with the free plan, I don't think you technically need this, as opposed to the operating agreement and the EIN. However, it might be something that is beneficial. It might help in case you are having some sort of problems. You just started your company, not really sure why there should be any issues if you do everything correctly. However, this might be something that will be beneficial. I don't necessarily think it will be, but or think it's needed, but it might help. Again, it's under the gold plan anyway. But if you want it as a standalone product, you can get it for $35, get it under that free plan. And then they have the business contract templates, free domain name and email service that they provide. Both of these are under the platinum plan, in which, it's important to keep your business contractually protected, but it's hard to know where to go and to get an agreement or legal form, and paying an attorney to draft them can be expensive. So you can get access up to 25 plus high quality legal documents written by a business attorney to help and in keeping your business contractually protected. I don't think this is necessarily needed. Might be helpful. I'm sure there's going to be some value here in this package. However, I don't think it's needed to start your LLC, to start your business. Hence me not going with the platinum plan and thinking the gold plan will be the one that aligns with my needs, aligns with my interests, because it really comes down to the operating agreement and the EIN, and them doing that for me for free. Now, the other real important reason why I'm deciding to go this route, because even, I'm kind of doing the math. This is what I was doing before. Did the math, and I'm like, well, I could go the silver plan, the basic plan, which has the free, which is basically free. Again, you're paying the state the 520. You're not paying them the 520. Was that I can go that plan and then just get the operating agreement for an additional $40, which would bring that up to $460, and keep it beneath the $669. Because again, I can do the EIN on my own. So that's still a $109 difference right there. Now, let's see if there's any other benefits, because I was thinking the gold route is still why I might want this plan, but if I do the math, it might not be needed. Expedited options. Standard Massachusetts state filing time is 3 weeks. However, you can do this in 1 business day for an additional $50. So now I actually thought, and maybe I'm thinking of one of the other platforms that I was considering. I think it might have been Zen Business or someone else, but if I move forward with them here, and I want this done in 1 business day, which is what I do want, I can just pay this as a standalone product or item and get it as, just be an additional $50, which now brings me to $610. And then our gold plan is still $669. That's a $59 difference that I'm saving right here, for me to go forward with the silver plan. Now, again, the one difference here is this $59 difference that we have from going with the silver plan and the gold plan really comes down to, at this point, the banking resolution, which if I wanted that as a standalone product, I can get that for $35, and it would still keep it cheaper. But I don't believe that's needed. As I mentioned, I'm pretty sure you're just going to need your EIN and your operating agreement, and you might not even need the operating agreement for the banking resolution. It might just be your EIN and your business being formulated. But you do need your operating agreement. And so the other main difference is the employer identification number. And again, if you're watching my video here, the goal is to help you with starting your business, not necessarily with spending all your money that's not needed, because it's fairly easy to get your EIN on your own. But they will do it for you for free under the gold plan. So again, it's a $59 difference. So do you want to spend another 5-10 minutes doing it on your own? Literally, it's not going to take long. It might even be less. Or do you want to just get it done here? And I wouldn't do it under the silver package, because now we're over the gold. So at that point, it makes sense to go with the gold plan if you do decide you do want them to do your EIN for you as well. But being that we can do it on our own, we can do it for free, we're going to say, you know what, we're going to just go with the operating agreement documents here. Add that to our silver plan. Now the total is $610. That, again, allows us to save $59 instead of going with the gold package, which is what I was initially going to do. So that said, everything looks good. The other thing here to note is everything else is a one-time fee. However, you will have a registered agent, which, as you can see, important registered agent services included on all packages for 1 full year, not the typical 6 months that some of our competitors advertise. At the end of the 1 year, you will be invoiced and have the option to renew or cancel service. The annual fee for registered agent service is $119. And note, it is required for LLCs to have a registered agent. It is also an invaluable service that will eliminate junk mail and limit personal information available to third parties. So if you are in a position where you don't necessarily want all of your information getting out there, a registered agent is essentially, and that might be a little different with this platform, in terms of their information always being what's going to be shown. But at least when it comes to legal documents that will be delivered to you, it's going to go to your registered agent. And hopefully, as you can see there, junk mail and other third parties out there that will eventually come across your business information. Hopefully that information that you don't really need or want or care about will go to this individual, to this place, not to you. But you always need to have a registered agent, someone that can accept official legal correspondence and documents at all times. And that's where you need a registered agent. And again, that's going to be an additional $119. Every platform has a registered agent fee. Some have $100, some will have $119. But as they note with their service, it's going to be 1 full year, and it's not just 6 months that others have as well. So now that we've decided to move forward with the silver plan, we're going to do our EIN on our own. So we will not need to pay them the additional $70 here. And there's no other real benefit to going forward with the gold plan that they have here that I see. Again, the expedited Massachusetts state filing time is 1 business day. And that's something that can be, added to the gold plan as well. And it's part of the platinum plan, in which we're going to do our own website. We're going to get our domain name, the email templates and stuff like that. The business contract stuff, I actually do have a service provider that I do. I think I can't remember if I paid a one-time fee or it's a monthly fee that I have access to. We'll cover that in upcoming videos as well. And, even things such as having like a business plan, a business strategy to help you with coming up with how you decide to roll out to the public, how you decide to, release products and services and, generate awareness and sales and actually become a successful business. Because that's what, yes, you can formulate, you can start your LLC, but it doesn't really matter if you're not going to generate awareness and generate sales. And that's the goal here and what we're going to help you do. So now that we see, again, the 3 different plans we want to move forward that are available to us, we know everything we want and need is here under the silver plan. The only other thing we're going to do on our own is the EIN. That is free. You do not need to pay IncFile or Zen Business or LegalZoom or any other platform to do it for you. And the other reason I decided to go forward with this plan and the options I did is because I want it done as quickly as possible, and getting it done in 1 business day is the goal. So now we're going to add your personal contact information. So your first name, your last name, your email address, and your phone number. Then you'll come down and add your mailing address. So your street address, your city, your state, and your zip code. And they said, and it says, how will this address be used? The contact address is the primary address used for the delivery of any accounts or products related to your order. The address is used for internal purpose only and will not be shared with any third parties or other outside agencies unless provided in subsequent pages of the order process, which require the intake of an address. So do not worry. As it says, it's for internal purposes only. So I'm going to add all my information in, and then I'm just going to do next, and I will blur this out, of course. But as you can see, we got our total fee over here, $610. Entity type, LLC, silver package. Technically, it's the free package, but then we're doing the mass state filing fee is $520, which will be the same regardless of where you do this, regardless of what platform, or if you go and do it on your own, which technically you can form and start your business on your own without any of these platforms, and only having to pay the $520 fee. But again, this platform is doing it for free, technically, so I'm not being charged for that. What I am being charged for, however, is the expedited filing, which if I wanted to get off my butt today and do it, walk downtown or drive downtown and do it, then I can have it expedited today and save myself that $50. And then the operation agreement, which in my particular position, I'm not a, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a um, uh, expert when it comes to formulating and starting businesses. So this is not something that I would do on my own, and would suggest going through a provider like IncFile, like LegalZoom, like Zen Business, or working with someone who specializes in doing such a thing. But I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a CPA or anything like that, so I would not do that myself, and I will pay the additional $40 for that, which brings our total to $610. So we're going to press next now that we have all of our personal information. Now it's saying company information. So what is your LLC name that you are going to move forward with for your business? Then designator, you're going to decide how you want it actually written out. If it's going to be LLC, if it's going to be LC, it's going to be LC, it's going to be L.L.C. If it's going to be limited company, or if it's going to be spelled out literally limited liability company. In my particular situation, I'm going to go the LLC route. But before I do that, you have to put in your LLC name. And I'm going to blur this out just so that we can keep it private for the time being, because it's a bit of a surprise and I need to make sure I can name that, because if I made this video, I release it and then the video gets out there, someone might go and buy the website name. Someone might buy the domain name, in which then I would have to buy it from them, or I would have to buy some other name. I couldn't simply buy the name of my business, the name of my LLC.com. And we don't want that. We want it to be you got to think about the overall picture. And that's why there are other videos that, you probably should have watched before getting to this video, part of the series and part of this course, so to speak, that will allow you to know that everything you're doing right now makes sense, and you won't be second guessing or thinking, or, oh, what do I want for my business name? I didn't even really think about that. You've actually thought it out, planned it out, and have, made sure, again, that the name isn't something that's taken elsewhere. And if it is, at least you do have, other kind of little get around solutions to it. But you do want to make sure your LLC name is available, of course. The next question is, your designator, as I mentioned, we are going to go the LLC route. And your official company name will display as blank blank LLC. I like it. I'm actually I'm excited. And you should be. And maybe you're not, and that's completely fine, of course. Now you're going to choose your business type, your industry. And this says, we click on here, individual companies are classified into an industry based on their largest sources of revenue. Choose the industry classification that aligns with your business. So again, it's supposed to be based on your largest sources of revenue, not necessarily, maybe your business is going to do 2 or 3 different things. Maybe you want to put more of your energy and attention towards one, but hey, if the revenue really comes from one particular industry, that should be the one that you move forward with for your business. And for this particular business, you can see all of the different options that are showing up here. You can choose other if you don't see, your particular business: trucking, transportation, retail or physical storefront, real estate, private equity and investment firms, internet web-based services, which I'm sure a lot of you guys probably would fall under this, insurance, general contractor, finance, food and beverage, entertainment, e-commerce, which is an online retail, which some of you guys might fall under this, doctors and other health professionals, dentists, construction, bar, restaurant, automotive, attorney, law, agriculture, accountant, tax services, and what we'll be choosing, consultant. Next is number of members and owners. And if we click on this, the owners of an LLC are referred to as members, and only one member is required to form an LLC, whereas a corporation has shareholders, directors, and officers. An LLC has only members. Although the members may adopt any titles or positions they see fit, they may also hire non-members to fill any such titles or positions. The members are the owners of the LLC and have the ultimate authority to make any and all decisions, legal, financial, operational, contractual, etc., regarding the LLC. For the time being, just me. So we're doing one. And this is, again, I've been doing different things, but it's one of those, I'm in a position where it's time to make things more official and formalized and benefit from a lot of the programs and the way, our society, our culture has been structured to benefit businesses, LLCs, more so than those who are individuals. Now, right here, it's saying, please provide brief description of business purpose. Now, that's pretty simple. This isn't even as direct as it could be when it comes to what kind of personal or business consulting, but I want it to be fairly open because that is, there will be a number of different services under this company that will be provided. And the two target audiences will be businesses when it comes to sales and marketing consulting, and, the basics of starting a business, hence this video. But then personal consulting services, helping you with starting your business, with formulating that business, taking that side hustle into a actual LLC. So having it say business and personal consulting services seems fitting for what it is that this business will be providing. So now we have company address information. Massachusetts guidelines do not require or list a business address in the articles of organization. So that's great. However, the names and addresses of the members are recorded and made publicly available. In order to assist clients maintain the privacy of their personal addresses, we offer a business address to which they can use to list on the articles of organization. And so now this, again, is another one of those situations where you will want to potentially look into other service providers that will allow you to attain a business address that is not necessarily your home address. And it comes down to that privacy reason that they just mentioned. Now, they provide, which I wasn't aware of this here, they provide you with the ability to get this address here in the state, your state. So they probably have a few, maybe they have one or two local addresses that are in your state, in your region, that you can use as a address for your company, in which, as you can see here, it says, well, I'm probably going to have this blocked because I might move forward with this. I'm looking at it and considering it. The main reason I'm not considering it is because of how much it costs. And I'm pretty sure I already have a sort of virtual address, business address that I can use from another provider that I've used before. But as we're looking here, it says maintain privacy by using a commercial address, unlimited scanned incoming mail, a physical address for your business, not a PO box, and instant alerts with 24/7 access to your mail online. And it says it has a $29 a month fee. You can cancel it anytime. The first month fee due at checkout. Or you go with use my own address. I will provide my own Massachusetts business address and will personally keep up with the incoming mail. Massachusetts requires a physical street address. P.O. boxes are not accepted. Any residential address provided to the state will be listed publicly. So for me, I believe I will be moving forward with going the use my own address, business address. And it's please provide the address you would like listed as your company address. Now, again, it's going to show your personal home address here if that's what you want listed. So if you don't care about your information being publicly available and receiving all of this, potentially a lot of scammers and junk mail and this, that, and the other, just letting your stuff be out there in case there are any weirdos that get obsessed with your company, then they'll easily be able to see it if you use this address. Or you can use the address that they are providing you up here by clicking that box, or you can find a virtual kind of a virtual business address that you can pay for that will allow you to use that address for your business information here. And that's what we're going to do. So I will have a video, a link probably up in the top corner, or a link in the description area down below, or it'll be an upcoming or previous video if it's part of a course or series here in which you can watch that and learn about one or two or the provider that I'm using to get my virtual business address, so I do not have to use my personal address or pay the $29 a month fee that they provide here. So we are here in iPostal 1, in which this is the platform that I believe is one of the best virtual business address providers out there. So if you are someone in a position where you do not want your personal business information out there, or your personal home, personal apartment information out there, and you are registering and formulating and starting an LLC or an S Corp or nonprofit, this might be the best option for you. As you can see here, the virtual business address plans are from $9.99 a month or $99 a year. And I have a few different plans for you to decide on, depending on the mail items that you'll be receiving per month. So most of you who are small business owners who are just starting off, just getting the ball rolling, probably will only need the green plan, which again is $9.99 a month or $99 a year, 2 months free with the yearly plan. So that's what I would suggest moving forward with and trying out for plans with phone and fax. Click here. So this actual plan we're looking at right now is just their virtual business address plan. However, they do have plans that have a phone and fax as well, which we're going to click there really quickly. I'm going to click there really quickly. I don't know why that sounded strange. But with this option, it says all plans include an address, a phone, and a fax. Now, some of you might be thinking this actually might be make the most sense. You get your phone number, your business phone number, you get your business address, and a fax number, all with this one service provider. Now, it being 2021, don't really do the fax thing as much as we used to. You have the ability to do DocuSign, and you can use sign documents through email and stuff. So you don't really need the fax as much. You probably will need a business phone number. But having the business address and the phone number here are the only two things. If those are the only two things you'll need, if you're going to need fax, then definitely probably consider this. If not, and you just need your phone and business address, then paying, $39.99 a month compared to $9.99 a month might not make most sense. This might make more sense for you. And then looking elsewhere or getting your own business phone number, because there are ways for you to do that where you can just get a new business line. There are so many cheap, service providers out there now that you can get it pretty cheap. You open up a cheap line. There are even free options or ways for you to get, a free business or free phone number that you can potentially use as well. And I don't think having, when it comes to having a business phone number, I don't think it has to be anything special. It's just a phone number that you're going to use. So I'm pretty sure we can probably just move forward with this plan and going forward with getting opening up a separate phone number. Now, again, you do the math, maybe the $39.99 and just going through them where you can get the phone and fax and the business address all under one roof, get it all done, might make the most sense for you. But for me personally, I believe going forward with the business address plan, doing $99 a year makes the most sense. So we'll just sign up for it and, get that ball rolling. But before we do, really quickly, let's view the locations to make sure they actually have a location in your particular state. So I'm in Massachusetts. We're going to do Massachusetts. And then it's actually going to allow you to decide what city do you want to use to formulate your business? What address are you going to want your town to be in? So if you see a particular town that you're like, hey, I want this town or I want this city, I want it to be Somerville because that's where a lot of my business is already. I want to pretty much target Somerville. Then this might make the most sense for you. For me, being that I'm pretty much right outside of Boston, my actual town, my actual city is not showing up here, but I'm right outside of Boston anyway. And there are two different options that are showing up. One is over here in Boston, and two is over here, Boston. And I actually want to just pull this one up. Okay. I know what this is, right out of Faneuil Hall Marketplace. So I never knew that was the great thing with having a business address like this, a virtual business address, is when someone Googles it, someone looks it up, it's going to show some sort of, actual business address, some sort of business place. Instead of it showing your home, your house, people are gonna look this up and it looks more legit because, hey, let's be honest, it's some building in Boston. This guy, this company, this woman, this person, this dog, they must be doing it like official. They are official. And if I click for more details, office building address included, conference room rental. So they actually have additional services that this particular place provides you access with. So, they actually have a conference room that you can rent, office space rental, print and copy services, packaging supplies, co-working space, local pickup, free for any number of letters, $1 per package, $3 per oversized package. So when you get something that actually is mailed to you, it's going to go here and you can actually go and pick it up for free. If it's a letter, if it's a package, you will have to pay a small fee per package. So that is something to keep in mind with these virtual addresses. When you do have something delivered, usually it's probably going to be a document, standalone document. If it is a package, you will be charged for the package. But if it's a letter, a standalone letter, which is what most of you probably will receive here and there, then it will be free. The other thing to keep in mind again is all of this that you see anytime you have these expenses, these are write-offs. So they aren't things that, your business will be able to write this off when it comes time to do taxes. So keep that in mind and don't be discouraged with it. We're going to move forward with this one because, hey, I like where it's located. I like those additional add-on services that they provide. And so we have our selected address. Now we are going to select from these three plans. You can do a virtual mailing address with a digital mailbox for me and my family starting at $9.99. You can do a virtual business address with digital mailbox for my business starting at $9.99. Or you can do a virtual office with digital mailbox plus phone and fax starting at $39.99. We don't care for the virtual office as we already covered. And I'm not really sure what the difference between the virtual mailing address is and the virtual business address. My impression is that they are pretty much the same, but this is just, hey, if you don't want your personal information out there, so this is good to know. If you're someone out there who's just like, hey, you're always moving a bit, maybe you don't have a permanent home address, maybe you're moving every month, this might be something to consider doing, where you can get the virtual mailing address and just have your stuff go to that one place, keep it in that same area, and you know where to go. Or have it, they can open stuff and email you it. Or for us, we're going to do the virtual business address. Click to start this plan. And instead of doing $9.99 a month, we're going to do $99 a year, 2 months free with yearly plan. In which, why not save a few dollars, right? And as you can see here, all plans include, at no additional cost, real U.S. street address. Then also personal digital mailbox, access online or with an app to manage your mail, free app and Android iPhone, 24/7 digital access to all your mail items, 2 gigabytes secure cloud storage, see a picture of the outside of every mail item, sender information for every item clearly visible, automatic email alert for new items received for business, up to 4 recipient names plus 1 company name per address. And flexible shipment, including your choice of carriers, and so on and so on. So we're going to move forward with the green $99 a year plan. Sign up. And then you're just going to add your customer information. So your first name, your last name, your company is optional, but you probably want to throw that in there. State, all that other good stuff. You're going to add your account username, which I already have an account, so I don't know if I need to make a new one, which maybe I do, but not too sure. We'll find out. I probably should just open up a new one altogether, but we're going to add all your personal information that we've added before. Then you're going to add your account information, so your username and your password. Then you're going to add your payment information. You probably don't have a business credit card yet, for example, so you'll probably use your personal information. This, again, is something that you can write off when it's time to do taxes, so keep that in mind. Bam. So if you are someone who already has an account with Postnet or iPostal, then you just saw the steps that we just took to literally create a second location. Now, I don't know if it's going to all be under the same business information, though, so that's what I'm curious to see about. I think we're going to move forward with this and try this out anyway. I do see another address here, so I'm anxious to see. If you enter a new email here, any notifications relating to this new POB for mail items, orders, etc., will be sent to that email. So you'll still use your same email, your same user ID. However, you might want to use a different email address for this, because this will be for a different business. And you're also going to change your business name. So see what happens. Green plan, yearly fee, $99. It's going to charge the card that you already have on file. So you may potentially want to change your card on file depending on what card that is. Maybe not, maybe so. I just want to get it done with, so we're just going to move forward with this. I'm going to do checkout. Thank you. Your payment is being processed. This may take a few minutes. Go to my mailbox. So it says your new POB can be selected from the select location drop-down menu at the upper right of the page. So as you can see up here, now we have this select location, and it's showing us our new address for our new business virtual address that we just started. It says email verification. An email has been sent to you with a link. Please click on that link to verify your email address for future correspondence with iPostal 1. Until the email is verified, there may be some restrictions on what actions you can take in your account. So we're going to actually go to my email and just click that verification. So we're still waiting on the verification email. Haven't received that yet. However, I'm pretty sure once you get it, you just click it and this message will be removed and you'll have complete full access to your account. However, you can already get your business, your new business address and information by simply clicking on account and clicking on manage. And when you scroll down, that will allow you to view your new business address, which of course I'm going to have it blurred out just as we continue to get the ball rolling up over here with this new business on my end. I do want to make sure you see how easy it is to get a new business address, whether you are creating it inside of a current account or a pre-existing account or creating a new account. So now that we have our new business information, we're going to add that in here. So we have our new business address in here now. I'm hoping the business purpose that I decided to use is detailed enough, because I'm not saying the specific industries and niches that we want to focus on when it comes to consulting. We're just saying business and personal consulting. So it's still fairly bland, not really detailed, but it's saying, hey, it's consulting. This is the industry that we're trying to target. So I think it will be good enough, but we'll see. We'll see. Got our business address. Going to do next. And they're saying, hey, we can upgrade for only $99 to receive these 3 premium services. So they can help us with getting our EIN, $70, our banking resolution, $35, and business contract templates for $150. But as we have already covered and touched on why we will not be moving forward with those things and not be tempted to buy all of these upsells and say, no thanks, I will pass on this opportunity. So now it's saying, please provide members' information for your business. We got my first name and last name. I'm going to have my personal address, and 100% of the ownership of the company is under me. It's throwing that in there automatically. And it's saying the articles of organizations will not record the names and or addresses of the initial members of the LLC. We'll press next. Now it's saying registered agent information. Massachusetts requires an LLC to appoint a registered agent. Only IncFile offers 1 year of registered agent service for free with every new business formation order, a $199 value. Typical documents received by the registered agent can include service of processes, i.e. notification of pending a lawsuit or court order, state correspondence, your annual reports or statements. And we're going to say yes, we're going to move forward with their registered agent, who is free, again, the first year. Now, after the first year, the renewal rate is, again, $119. Every platform who provides a registered agent will charge you pretty much either $100 or $119 or more for their registered agent after the first year. So keep that in mind. The EIN is something that we've already covered and spoken about. Is often referred to as your federal employer identification number or your tax ID number, and it is assigned to your LLC by the IRS for filing taxes. So an EIN is required to 1, establish a bank account in the name of the business, 2, properly pay an account for any wage or payroll for employees, and 3, file federal tax returns. And as we've discussed, we will be getting our EIN on our own and spending the extra 5-10 minutes to do so. So we're going to pass on that with them, and we're going to do it ourselves. But if you have the money and you don't have the time, you can just go ahead and decide to pay them $70 and just move forward with letting them do it for you. Press next. Now it's saying, setting up small business banking. Open your new account over the phone. No financial center visit required. You can earn up to $450 bonus. Put money back into your business bank account. So you can literally have them, a Bank of America small business specialist, who will contact you for free. You can earn $100 when you open a new eligible Bank of Account small business checking account with the specialist and make qualified deposits of $1,000 or more within the first 60 days of a new account opening. And then you can earn an additional $300 statement credit when you're approved for and open an eligible Bank of America small business credit card, and make at least $3,000 in new net purchases within 30 days of card account opening, and earn up to $450 bonus with new small business checking account, credit card, and bill pay. Now, the net purchases, and it's things like this that are going to help you with really building your business credit. So I actually kind of like this, that they are approaching you like this, and they're saying, hey, they probably teamed up with Bank of America. They probably have something, some sort of agreement where they're like, hey, anytime we get a new person, we're going to mention this, that you guys offer small business bank accounts. And, so they might be getting taken care of a little bit, but either way, I think it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, and it might be something to consider. However, I think there are other, I have my personal banking with Chase Bank, and I believe Chase Bank does have, for example, small business bank accounts and things like that they do provide. So for now, I'm going to say no, not at this time. I'm going to probably continue to work with some of the current banks and credit unions that I currently work with. However, this will be something I'm going to keep in mind and may loop back around to in the near future. So one owner of the company is required to have a physical residence in the U.S. to open a small business bank account. Yeah, we're good. So we're going to do next. Now here we are where it's saying select your preferred method of delivery. By default, your business formation documents will be uploaded to your client dashboard for instant access upon successful completion of your state filing. And we're going to do the electronic delivery, which is instant access once it's formed, and it costs $0. So we're going to do next. Tax strategy and free consultation. This consultation can help you identify important tax deductions and provide insight into the IRS tax classification of your new business. The offer is completely free of charge and does not obligate you in any way. I don't see any asterisks, any small hidden print hiding beneath the text anywhere. So I don't see how you really can lose out on this. Just keep in mind, this is free, and most likely during this call, it probably will go well. It probably will seem great. They probably might point out a thing or two that you can benefit from, and then they will try to upsell you on meeting with them again. That is not part of this, and you do not have to meet with them again. But keep in mind, when you do meet with them again, if you do, they probably will charge you. That may not be worth it. I don't know. I can't say for sure if it is or is not. But being that this is completely free, I mean, hey, I don't see any reason why, you wouldn't want a free business tax consultation session. You'll be prompted to schedule an appointment after completing your order. So I don't even want this that soon. So that's fine. But moving forward, business licenses and permits, we've identified 2 licenses for your consultant business in Massachusetts. As a business owner, you are responsible for making sure your business has the proper federal, state, and local licenses and permits to operate legally. To make this easier, we've assembled a licensing specialist team to conduct the research to determine the license, permits, and tax registration applications required for your business on a federal, state, county, and municipal level. And I'm not even too sure, to be completely honest, what these 2 potential licenses are that they are suggesting. This might be standard. These might be 2 forms that are like nationwide, everywhere, or they might be specific to my area, to my region, to my state. Being that they're saying this is a $99, yes, identify all the licenses I need and send me the necessary applications for an additional $100. I'm going to spend the time I'll spend a little time and research looking to assure that I get all of the appropriate license contracts or licenses that I need. I don't believe there are really any, if there are. So I'm anxious to see what are the two that they are suggesting, because they might not even be relevant for my particular industry. Yes, it might be something relevant for some consultants, but not all. But maybe. So it is something that you do need to keep in mind, that there will be some permits or licenses that you need to get for your particular industry, for your particular business within your particular state or city or town. That will be different for everyone, but for me, I will spend the time to make sure that I do get the appropriate, documents. If there are some that I do need. This is saying there are two, so at least I know, hey, there are potentially two licenses that I'll need, and I'll keep my eyes and ears open for those two particular licenses. And maybe I'll make a video that talks about the process that I took to find out what those two potential licenses are that I needed. So I'm going to say no thanks. I'll do the work myself and do next. So now we have basically our review for our business, our new business. You got the state of formation, Massachusetts, the entity type, the LLC. Then you're going to have your contact information, which would be your home address, your phone number, your email, your personal name. Agent info, you have selected in IncFile to provide you with a registered agent, first year free. So you have all of your company information, your company name, your business type, your industry, business purpose. You're going to have your address. Then you're going to have your member information. So your name, your address, ownership, business tax consultation. You will receive no obligation business tax I thought I decided I wanted to. Yes, I would like to receive. Let's see if it says yes. Okay, so we're going to do next because everything looks great. Please provide payment information for your business. And your order was successfully processed. Total package price $610. Track your order, status, receipts, and more by clicking My Orders using your client dashboard. You'll become the central document repository and management tool that will allow you to actively manage your entity. You can always access your client dashboard by using the order number and email address associated with your order. Below are some helpful links provided to orient you with the feature of the client dashboard. So the most important thing you're probably going to care about right now is tracking the status. And we can see when we look in here and log in, saying our order status, 20% completed. It's being reviewed by our business formation department. They ordered today's date, February 11, 2021. We got our order number there. I'll probably blur that out. I'll probably blur out my company name. But they're saying, hey, we got actions, recommendations, and my tasks. So let's see what my tasks are. You have one unclaimed package item. Schedule your free tax consultation. How it works. Incorporating a new business can burden owners with complicated tax filings. As a client, you are entitled to receive a free, no obligation 30 minutes consultation with a certified tax professional who can answer questions regarding the tax commitments of your company. So you can have them contact you, or you can schedule your time with them. I'm not going to do that yet because I don't need to do that at this time. So we are currently just waiting on IncFile's team to review. It says the status right now is pending of my business formation application. And they have other things, other services, other ways of providing value to you and your business. For example, trademark name search, in which your business name might be something you want to consider trademarking, and make sure no one else can take your business name, your logo, or your tagline. But these might be things to consider holding off on until you get a little traction, get the ball rolling. Why spend money, time, and energy doing some of these things when you might bail on your business in 6 months? Let's be honest. Some people will. Many of you will. Many people will bail within a year. and many more will bill within 2 or 3 years. But if you make it beyond that, or if you start getting a lot of traction prior to that, then I would consider definitely checking out the trademark name search here. Again, this is not financial professional advice, it's more of entertainment. Trying to just entertain you guys as we explore the IncFile platform. So everything right now is pretty much out of my hands. We've registered the business. We've gotten in the process. We're able to get a business address, in which, if you haven't seen that video yet, there is a link to it down in the description area and above. Maybe next you want to consider how you're going to get your business phone number. Maybe you'll just get a whole new business phone for that altogether. You'll want to do things like getting your business EIN, something that you could get through IncFile or some of these other business formation platforms. But you can also do it for free on your own. And I will be most likely doing that next. But I don't know if I need to wait to get this actual, formalized in documentation and whatnot back. So I'm kind of like, okay, we gotta kind of wait and see. This is being that it's being done Thursday morning. I'm hoping that we can get this done, because they say in 24 business hours. So I'm hoping this is done this morning, and we're able to get everything back before the weekend, before Friday night. So if it happens in 24 hours, that would be great. If not, I definitely get it, and most likely it might potentially take Monday or Tuesday to hear back and get that official approval, word that we're looking for. So that might be what you need in order to start your EIN. I'm going to look into it, but either way, there will be a video on getting your EIN as well. And once you get your EIN and you've gone through this process, the next move would be actually opening up a business bank account. And of course, there are other things that you can do as well, things that we probably already covered, or maybe not. But you want to just make sure that, hey, while you have the downtime, you want to be productive and continue to keep the ball rolling and moving forward. So there will be links to other aspects of starting your business and forming your business and growing your business that you can tackle while you continue to wait on getting these kind of official documents and whatnot. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If so, definitely like it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and we'll have a lot more videos coming to help you with growing and starting your business.